Howdy y'all, Guy Love Automotive, and this is part 2. Going into a couple details as to how I would do this type of repair, as well as what tools you should use and other precautions. So, as with any type of job, be it mechanical, otherwise, whatever you do, whether you work in construction or you're just living life, safety first. I failed to mention this in the first video, and kind of shame on me for doing so, because if you don't disconnect the battery working on something like the alternator or anything electrical, it leads to an unnecessary spark show and also unnecessary language coming out of your mouth. So, always disconnect the battery on these trucks. It's 2 8mm or 5/16 nuts. It slips right off. Clean the battery connections anyhow, new or whatever. So, for connections, I always use this, one of these. I bought these are watertight. Come on. I bought this on Amazon, I think about 3 years ago, and I still don't, well, I'm missing a couple, but I have to buy a few, but I forget how much I spent on this, but I think it was like maybe 20-30 bucks, if that. If I'm connecting 2 wires like this, I use this. These have not failed me, and you can tell the one I use the most. The red one there, I need 1, 2, and there's a third one floating. Yep, there it is right there, floating around there somewhere. That's what I'm going to be using for this repair. So, your terminals, this works really well. It's a weather-tight connection. It doesn't leak. It also doesn't come apart. The same goes for this. If you have to splice 2 wires together, I strongly recommend using a heat gun. Spend the money on a heat gun, even if it's a plug-in one. I have a DeWalt one now that works really well. Use that. As far as shrink wrap is concerned, if you want to double wrap it, which in some cases you might, depending on where this wire has to go. Again, I bought this on Amazon 3, maybe 4 years ago. This has been the best installation I've ever seen. It works really well. I have another cheap one that I would just love to burn, but it kind of sort of works, but not the best. So you want to use Wirefly, again, Amazon product, single axe. This is for your splicing connectors, and this is for your ring terminals. All this stuff you can get off Amazon. You might spend maybe $100, but it's money well spent. I'll tag the wire loom in the description. In the meantime, safety first, and God bless y'all. Have an awesome day.